Right edition, welcome, happy day. Shirley Temple recently has passed away. She was a Republican, a wonderful actress ever since she was, I think, 3 years of age, and she's been around a long time. She was influenced by Ronald Reagan. She was with him on several occasions, publicly and also in the movies, and, you know, she'll be missed. There's so many right-wing politicians. We often think that they're all left-wing, like you kind of see and hear about, and that's really not the case. There are many of them. In the old days, you had your Ronald Reagans, your Bing Crosbys, your Bob Hopes, and so on, and today, you got your Bruce Willises, your Brad Pitts, and there are many, many. So there's hope, don't you know? Teenagers in America, black teenagers, have been going on what they're calling polar bear hunts, black mob violence, and they're having polar bear attacks. They're hurting and often killing white people. They're after them, and the mainstream media and governments are silent for the most part. Pretty sad story, pretty scary story. Polar bears. I mean, I guess we've all been called lots of things, but I never thought of myself as being a polar bear. Polar bears, you know what? They go 10 days without eating. I guess we're skinny white guys. Not so fast because their size, they're upwards to 2,000 pounds and they weigh as much as 5 men put together. So I guess we're fat white guys. And polar bears will be extinct by the year 2035, so say many scientists. I guess that's about right for us white guys as well. About 20% of the world population is white. Sounds a little low, you think. I mean, take China at 1.5 billion people, and India at 1.5 billion people. You're almost halfway there to the world population. So it's pretty easy to get down to the 20% or whatever the exact number is of white folk. 10% of America, 10 to 12%, again, depending on what you read and who wrote it, is black. 50% of all of the homicides and serious crimes are done by blacks. Upwards to 65% of prison populations in many states and big cities and areas are black and white people. 95% of all the NRA members apparently are black or pardon me, are white or close to it. And the politicians of the day are black, and they're saying, let's take all the guns away from the white people. Oh, lots of verbiage there. Being a polar bear is tough, don't you know? Who cares about color? We're colorblind, most people, and this is kind of going on, and I think it has to be addressed because people should be aware of it, and white people should be able to protect themselves if, in fact, this is happening. Like they say it's happening. I have no reason to doubt this because the mainstream press is quiet about it. It's a little bit frightening. Give that some thought, don't you know? Every Wednesday afternoon, there's a man in Orlando, Florida. He's a white guy. He has a .38 caliber Smith & Wesson pistol. He's a dumb white guy because he found a piece in the law in Florida that says that he's able to shoot his gun wherever he wants. And so he set up a personal gun range in his backyard. He lives in the middle of a city, so every Thursday afternoon he steps outside and he starts blasting away, and the neighbors are upset, and rightfully so, and the city's upset, and he's saying, ha ha, gotcha on a technicality. You know what? Technicality, Billy be darned. I don't think that's very nice. You're giving us all a bad name. Get over yourself. Chinese people, we're talking blacks, whites, might as well throw Chinese into the mix. Recently, a group of Chinese bought the Chase Manhattan Plaza in Lower Manhattan. It's a 60-story building. Legendary man, David Rockefeller, actually built it 5 stories below the city streets. The largest bank vault in the world is there, and apparently it will withstand a nuclear blast. Hey, just sharing with you. Okay, how do you confuse a liberal? Do you? I know. You don't. They're born that way. Y'all come back tomorrow. We'll get more for you from the right. See ya.